Welcome everyone. In this session, we'll learn about Wokwi, a powerful online simulator, and the basics of ESP32. By the end, you'll know how to set up your first project and why these tools are so useful. What is Wokwi? Wokwi is an online simulator that works directly in your browser. You can design and test projects with Arduino, ESP32, Raspberry Pi, and more without buying hardware. Why use Wokwi? The advantage of Wokwi is quick prototyping. You can test ideas, debug using the serial monitor, and save money since no physical components are needed initially. It involves quick prototyping and testing, no need for real hardware initially, and save costs and time. ESP32 Basics. Now, let's look at ESP32. It is a low-cost microcontroller with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built in. Compared to Arduino Uno, it is more powerful, has more pins, and is widely used in IoT applications. The best way to start is with learning to implement the most basic project, an LED blink. In Wokwi, select ESP32 and an LED and connect it to a GPIO pin and then write a simple blink code. This will follow with a tutorial session describing how these can be done and implemented successfully. Welcome to this Wokwi simulation tutorial. In this tutorial, we will see how to do the most hello world of microcontrollers, that is, to link an LED and make it blink. This is the official website for wokwi.com, https://wokwi.com. You can enter it into your browser and it should lead you to this page. Here you have different boards to experiment with. For our experiment, we will need ESP32. On choosing ESP32, there are certain boards which are featuring ESP32 and other projects. For now, we will require the starter template ESP32, plain and simple. Here, on the left hand side you have an editor and on the right hand side you have your board. Since this is a simulation, this is a simulated ESP32 board. There are three icons here, a pause and play, a plus button to add new components, and to zoom, grid and more. For now, we will need to add a new component since we are working with an LED blink. So if we click on that plus icon, we see LED push button, resistors, LCDs, dot matrix, and many others. For now, we only require an LED, so we can ignore the rest. We can drag and drop it this way to have it closer to our board. Now, on picking the LED one point of the LED, we will have to connect it to the ground pin. To make it comfortable, I will rotate the LED this way so it makes the pin easier to connect. I'll link it to the ground pin, and you can also change the color of the wires by double clicking those wires, and that should give you a different color option. And we'll choose black since ground cables are black. For the power output, we will select LED 1 pin to ESP32's pin number 2 for our convenience. Now the board setup is complete and we can move on with the coding part. This is a sample code which is provided by default in Wokwi to simulate an ESP32, and we will make slight changes to this and paste in our new code, which consists a setup and a loop icon. The setup consists of the pin and what it does in which pin. So our component is the LED and disconnected to pin number 2 in the SP board. So here we refer to it as pin mode 2, which contains the pin connected to the LED, and since it delivers an output, we refer to it as output. The void loop runs digital write to high, digital write to low. Digital write essentially refers to if the LED is glowing or not. So high means that it is on and low means that it is off. 500 refers to the delay in milliseconds for the LED to glow on and off. So simple, fair enough. We can move on to see how this is getting executed. Clicking on the start simulation, we should see the results. This tab which pops up at the bottom is referred to as the serial monitor, which gives you outputs based on your simulation. Since we haven't explicitly mentioned anything to be outputted here, this only tells you that there has been a certain load and it has been entered into this circuit. For now, you can see the LED glowing on and off with a delay of 500 milliseconds, and there you go. Easy, simple LED blinking project. Thank you. Here is a demo and output. On looking at the code, we set pin 2 as the LED pin, and in the loop we turn it on and off with 1 second delay. This creates the classic blinking effect. Once you run it, the LED will stay on for 1 second and then off for 1 second continuously. This is like the hello world of microcontrollers. In conclusion, Wokwi is an excellent platform to learn electronics. ESP32 is a powerful IoT-ready board, and our LED Blink is the first step into bigger projects. Thank you for your attention.